Good afternoon, everyone. TrackMan44 here. This afternoon, I'm going to approach a subject that I probably shouldn't even touch on, and that's going to be chainsaws. But am I going to give you any tips on how I sharpen a chainsaw? No, simply because there are many videos out there that know a heck of a lot more about it and get into much more depth and detail than what I do. I'm just going to show you a little trick, though, that I learned from the old man. You know, I'm always talking about the old man and stuff I picked up from him, but I'm going to show you a trick. All you guys out here that have your own chainsaws, been running them for a while, you've got all your own habits. You know how to sharpen a chain, so ain't nothing I'm going to do that's gonna convince you otherwise. This is just kind of something for maybe for people that haven't really been around chainsaws all that much, so to speak. Maybe for a newbie or a beginner or whatever. Be that as it may, I've been throwing chainsaws around since I was, oh man, just a little bit bigger than knee high to a toadstool. Pretty good while, as a matter of fact. But I still use this every single time I sharpen a saw by hand. Now, when some of them do get a little bit out of shape, you know, I will go to a grinder and reshape the teeth with my actual grinder. But 99% of the time, I sharpen them by hand with the little accessory that I'm going to show you. Now, if y'all watch a couple of my videos that I had on reshaping buzzsaw teeth, I can't even remember what the names of them are, but I think it was part 8. One of them was on the buzzsaw makeover. But at any rate, I always talk about peripheral vision and utilizing witness marks and things of that for use with your peripheral vision. I learned a lot about that simply because my dad only had one eye, so his field of vision was obviously half from everyone else. So he was big on marking things where he could see them. So I don't know, somebody has actually brought it up before, I'm sure, but I'm trying to get the chain to focus here. This is a steel chain, and if you see on this particular chain, you can see this little angle right here. That's a witness mark on that tooth. Roll it up to the next tooth, you see a witness mark on that tooth, and on all the way around your steel chains. There might be some of the smaller gauge, you know, that don't have it, but all the chains for your bigger saws, your 325 and 3/8 pitch and all that stuff is going to have the witness marks on them. Those witness marks are the suggested angle that you sharpen your chain to. Now, this particular one I think is 35 degrees, and you can see I sharpen by hand, but I'm maintaining a fair closeness to that angle. And I'm going to show you how I do that to maintain that angle as accurately as what it is. Now, this is no joke. This really works. From the time I was a little kid, the old man had made up a set of these blocks. Now, these blocks, remember I just said that witness mark on that steel chains, I think it's roughly 35 degrees. Years and years ago, the old man made a set of these blocks. He made these for me 30 years ago or so, so his are much older than that. I got them over on the shelf. But if you take a look at this right here, what do you see? You see roughly 35-degree angle marked on these in white where they actually show up. So I'm going to place that in the vise, and then whenever, you know, prior to sharpening, of course. Then I'm going to take my old chainsaw, set that old chainsaw right in there, up near the tip. I'll roll the chain forward a little bit, and I'll mark my start tooth. This is going to be my start tooth right here. That way it's real easy to keep track of. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my file, and I'm going to set that file on that tooth. And I wish you were looking over my shoulder, but you can see right now I'm using my peripheral vision on these lines over here to maintain that 35-degree angle. Okay, so I'll go ahead and make my however many strokes I need to determine that the tooth is sharp, push it forward, and go right back again. Now, on a little longer bar, you can do 2 or 3 at a time, because you can just push it all the way up to the front, and you can use your peripheral vision to pick up this one here, even though it's an inch or so in front, and you can get that tooth, you know, however many strokes you need. You can come back and you get this tooth here. You know, you can get 3, but that's kind of stretching it if you're not used to it. But I usually go for 2 teeth at a time, especially on these shorter bars. This is only a 18 or 20 inch. I don't even know which one this is. But at any rate, that's the trick I kind of wanted to show you. Now, do you have to do it? No, you do not have to do it. Nobody has to do anything. It's just something that really helps me because this little old witness mark on that tooth, my gosh, it's only an eighth of an inch long. Well, guess what? Now I transferred that out here that's 2.5 inches long, and it's so much easier to align your file as you're rotating that file through your tooth. Now, you can sharpen it any which way you want to. I don't care. You can use any angle you decide that you want to use. I'm just kind of giving you an idea of what I learned from the old man and how well it has performed for me over the years. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little blurb of a video anyway, you know, about how to maintain a reasonable angle on your teeth. Try to keep them all the same angle, regardless of what angle you choose to use. There are some steeper angles, you know, for different kinds of grinds. There's some shallower angles, you know, depends on how you want your saw to cut. You can do it any which way you want. Like I said, I ain't gonna convince nobody that they're doing something wrong. And so consequently, and hope you can try to implement it if you so desire. And in the comment section, if you'd like, kind of give me a little bit of input if you've done it and if it gives you any help at all. I'd be surprised if it does not help. But at any rate, for now, this is Tractor Man 44, and I am out of here.